of God and religion and theology onto putative extraterrestrials with whom we know very little about. So we presume that, and this has been the thought of theologians in the past, that they have made presumptions that, well, it would have a corollary set of sacraments or a corollary church organization, for example, that where we would have sacraments would be going back and forth. And again, that's just in my view, that's a projection. We shouldn't presume that they would have these things whatsoever. They may have a religion, they could have theologies within a religion, but not necessarily any of the structure that we're familiar with in our own earthly religious systems, including the sacraments.
Okay, so let's say they live a very long time and they're much more intelligent than we are. How would you adjust traditional Catholic thought to accommodate for that argument that they are quote unquote superior beings to us? How would we maintain any sort of religious tradition or connection in the face of some other race's superiority?
Well, my basic position on this question is that just because we encounter a civilization which has a superior religion or theology than we do, and maybe be more socially advanced than we are, that does not in any way negate necessarily our own faith tradition. Because what I think is that you can have a supernatural religion which is earthbound, which is for humans, and you can have a equally valid supernatural religion for ETs, for advanced ETs. As you mentioned at the beginning of the program, there is one God. We believe there is one God in the universe. God created the universe, and He creates beings. I believe He creates they can have their own revelation of God, and have their own understanding of God and their own communication of the religion, which could be entirely separate from what we have. And they can have a valid religion just as our religion is. So that doesn't. Well, I'm referring to supernatural, meaning that a religion has its origins in a divinity, in the one creator. So we can make a demarcation between what we consider supernatural or real religions, which we consider supernaturally or legitimate, and we could